see a road closed ahead sign while driving on a familiar route? A. Continue driving as usual. B. Plan an alternate route. C. Speed up to pass the closed road quickly. Answer: B. Plan an alternate route. A road closed ahead sign indicates that the road ahead is closed, and you must find an alternate route. Question 2. How should you respond if the Use Next Exit sign is displayed and your destination is ahead? A. Ignore the sign and continue to your destination. B. Take the next exit as indicated. C. Stop immediately on the road. Answer: B. Take the next exit as indicated. The Use Next Exit sign means you need to take the next available exit. Question 3. What does the Emergency Parking Only sign indicate about stopping on the shoulder of a highway? A. You can park anytime. B. You can park only during emergencies. C. You can park if the road is congested. Answer: B. You can park only during emergencies. This sign restricts parking to emergency situations only. Question 4. You are approaching an intersection and see a stop ahead sign. What actions should you prepare for? A. Speed up to cross the intersection. B. Slow down and prepare to stop. C. Ignore the sign and continue driving. Answer: B. Slow down and prepare to stop. A stop ahead sign warns that a stop sign is approaching. Question 5. What precautions should be taken when you encounter a slippery road sign during driving? A. Maintain your current speed. B. Reduce speed and avoid sudden maneuvers. C. Speed up to pass the slippery area quickly. Answer: B. Reduce speed and avoid sudden maneuvers. This sign indicates that the road may be slippery and requires careful driving. Question 6. How should a driver interpret a directional arrow sign on the road? A. Follow the direction indicated by the arrow. B. Ignore the arrow and drive straight. C. Turn in the opposite direction of the arrow. Answer: A. Follow the direction indicated by the arrow. The sign shows the direction drivers must follow. Question 7. What does the two-way traffic ahead sign warn drivers about? A. Road ahead is closed. B. Upcoming section has two-way traffic. C. Only one lane is open ahead. Answer: B. Upcoming section has two-way traffic. This sign warns that the road ahead will have traffic moving in both directions. Question 8. You see a park and ride sign while driving on the highway. What does this sign indicate? A. A parking area with public transportation options. B. A rest area with parking facilities. C. An amusement park. Answer: A. A parking area with public transportation options. Park and ride areas allow drivers to park their cars and use public transportation. Question 9. What should you expect when you see an airport sign while driving on the expressway? A. Upcoming airport entrance. B. Road closure ahead. C. A rest area with parking facilities. Answer: A. Upcoming airport entrance. This sign indicates that there is an airport nearby. Question 10. How should a driver react upon seeing a traffic light sign indicating an upcoming intersection? A. Speed up to cross the intersection before the light changes. B. Slow down and be prepared to stop for the traffic light. C. Ignore the sign and continue driving. Answer: B. Slow down and be prepared to stop for the traffic light. This sign indicates that a traffic light is ahead. Question 11. What is the appropriate action if a pedestrian steps onto the crosswalk as you approach? A. Speed up to pass the pedestrian quickly. B. Stop and wait for the pedestrian to cross. C. Honk to alert the pedestrian. Answer: B. Stop and wait for the pedestrian to cross. Pedestrians have the right of way in crosswalks. Question 12. Describe the legal requirements when encountering a school bus with flashing red lights. A. Continue driving as usual. B. Stop and wait until the lights stop flashing. C. Pass the bus slowly. Answer. B. Stop and wait until the lights stop flashing. It is illegal to pass a school bus with flashing red lights. Question 13. How should you handle a situation where the end of a merging lane is approaching on a busy freeway? A. Speed up and force your way into traffic. B. Signal, check for a gap, and merge safely. C. Stop and wait for a larger gap. Answer. B. Signal, check for a gap, and merge safely. Proper merging ensures smooth traffic flow. Question 14. What is the procedure for making a legal U-turn on a residential street? A. Make the U-turn wherever it is convenient. B. Check for signs permitting U-turns, signal, and make the turn safely. C. U-turns are illegal on all residential streets. Answer. B. Check for signs permitting U-turns, signal, and make the turn safely. U-turns are allowed where not prohibited by signs. Question 15. At what distance should you signal before making a lane change on a multi-lane highway? A. 50 feet. B. 100 feet. C. 200 feet. Answer. B. 100 feet. Signaling in advance allows other drivers to anticipate your actions. Question 16. What are the consequences of failing to yield the right of way when it is required? A. No consequences. B. Potential fines, legal penalties, and increased risk of accidents. C. Only a warning. Answer. B. Potential fines, legal penalties, and increased risk of accidents. Failing to yield can lead to severe consequences. Question 17. Under what conditions is it permissible to overtake another vehicle on the right? A. On a one-way street or when the vehicle ahead is making a left turn. B. Always. C. Never. Answer. A. On a one-way street or when the vehicle ahead is making a left turn. These conditions allow safe overtaking on the right. Question 18. What rules apply to the use of high beam headlights while driving at night in urban areas? A. Use high beams at all times. B. Use low beams to avoid blinding other drivers. C. High beams are optional. Answer. B. Use low beams to avoid blinding other drivers. High beams can impair the vision of oncoming drivers in urban areas. Question 19. Explain how to proceed through a roundabout with multiple exits. A. Enter without yielding and choose any exit. B. Yield to traffic in the roundabout. Enter when safe and signal your exit. C. Stop in the roundabout to choose your exit. Answer. B. Yield to traffic in the roundabout. Enter when safe and signal your exit. Proper yielding and signaling ensure safe navigation. Question 20. What actions should a driver take after being involved in a minor traffic collision with no injuries? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Move the vehicle out of traffic, exchange information, and report the incident if necessary. C. Ignore the collision and continue driving. Answer. B. Move the vehicle out of traffic, exchange information, and report the incident if necessary. Proper handling ensures safety and compliance with the law. Question 21. What steps should you follow if you encounter a yield sign at a busy intersection? A. Speed up to pass through the intersection quickly. B. Slow down, check for oncoming traffic, and proceed if safe. C. Stop completely and wait for all traffic to pass. Answer. B. Slow down, check for oncoming traffic, and proceed if safe. Yielding requires caution and ensuring the way is clear. Question 22. How does the presence of a no U-turn sign affect your driving decisions? A. U-turns are prohibited at that location. B. You can make a U-turn if no traffic is present. C. U-turns are allowed only at night. Answer. A. U-turns are prohibited at that location. The sign indicates that U-turns are not allowed. Question 23. Describe the actions a driver should take when approaching a railroad crossing sign. A. Speed up to cross the tracks quickly. B. Slow down, look both ways, and be prepared to stop if a train is approaching.